Hello everyone, welcome back to another art time lapse. Today I am doing a Studio Ghibli inspired fan art piece for a Christmas ornament. Now these wooden Christmas ornaments I picked up actually online. I know you can pick it up at your local dollar store as well. I thought it was such a fun idea to add a little bit of personality and like a little bit of anime flavor to any Christmas tree, especially for those anime lovers in your circle of friends or family. So hopefully these videos will be helpful for you to gather some ideas on what to do for your Christmas ornament if you were to personalize it for a friend or family. So I have these wooden Christmas ornaments. I'm also using these Posca markers, which are essentially acrylic markers that I picked up at my local art store. I know you can pick it on Amazon, online, as well as various stationery stores as well. I find these super helpful in that like I can pretty much carry them anywhere I want, and I don't have to worry about like bringing my water, my brushes, and it's just really clean and easy to do. It's almost like adult markers, if you know what I mean, like adult Crayola markers. So the main difference, you have to know that one, these markers do dry like permanent. Also, you can't really blend the colors like you do for acrylics. So you do have to have a very large selection, or at least have a rough idea what color scheme you want for your artwork when you're starting off your set. I didn't purchase one of the starter sets that they have because I have a particular color scheme that I have in mind, so I just kind of picked the colors I wanted to get started. When you first start off with your Posca markers, make sure to give it a little bit of time to kind of pump and absorb the nib for the color that's infused with, so it won't work right away. You do need to like indent the nib into the pen and let the paint kind of filter through. But once you get that done, it works really well, flows really well. I think the colors really pop. Here I'm doing a toy soldier along with the radish spirit. I thought it would be really nice to fuse like Christmas along with like some of my favorite Studio Ghibli characters, including movies such as Spirited Away, which I absolutely love, and I think the radish god is just so absolutely adorable, so I wanted to include the spirit into this Christmas piece. I do have my first Christmas market in, I would say, roughly probably 3 or 4 years now, and I am so excited to be featuring some of my artwork in my local community art market. So I really hope it goes well. These one-of-a-kind Christmas ornament I hope to debut at this upcoming market, so if you have time, be sure to drop by the Coquitlam Christmas market in British Columbia, Canada. If I have any leftovers, I will put them on top of my shop, so you can either purchase them from my shop online or just contact me directly on Instagram. Thank you so much for considering supporting my artwork. And as you can see, I've sped through part of this video, but like in essence I want to give you an idea how I go from 0 to like 100% to like the finished art piece. I think a lot of people think that like it's really amazing how beautiful the piece is at the very end, but there is so much part of the process that I want to share with everyone. For anyone who is interested in pursuing the arts or like even beginning your artist journey, know that like it doesn't come to you naturally 100% beautiful the way you want. Even as you watch me do this piece, it does take me a little bit of time and planning, and I've had quite a bit of practice. So takeaway messages: don't give up. If you're doing art for the first time, or like you're embarking on a new medium for the first time, be kind to yourself and give yourself the leniency to kind of like play around and have fun with your artwork. Here you can see I'm using a white Posca marker, which at first I thought I wouldn't really use white that much, but white is a beautiful highlight color to show those areas where the light glistens off the character. I would say it's one of my like must-have colors whenever I'm doing artwork, regardless of acrylic wash or like acrylics or like whatever medium. I always have white as part of my palette. Here I'm using a gray marker, kind of mark off where the shadows are for this Spirited Away radish spirit. I don't love using black as I feel like black is just so absolute, and like I think that gray is a little bit warmer, or sometimes I would use like darker browns. But overall, you can see I'm limiting my color scheme so that it's like not too busy with like all the colors of the rainbow, and that would be something I would suggest if you're starting off with Posca markers for the first time and you're debating about like what colors you want to start with. Like have a look at like maybe Pinterest, or like playing around with existing markers you have, and look at like what colors do you really like or you really jive with. Are you a warm color person or a cool color person, and start with those colors, and that will definitely be less overwhelming. And for a lot of artists, I think we really love colors, so it's very easy for us to dive deep into like a new medium and just purchase every color they have available. So I must say I didn't start off with the large color palette that I have now, but in anticipation for painting Christmas ornaments, I especially purchased like different kinds of greens and reds, because I knew I was going to use a lot of it for some of these Christmas ornaments. So here you can see I'm adding a little bit of greenery on the border, and once I clear with that, I'll let it dry, and I will add a layer of either glaze or some kind of protectant on it. Now the protectant doesn't have to be super pricey. I mean, you can pick up something like Mod Podge, which you can pick up at your local dollar store, and it can dry clear. There's different types of finishes, so some are glossy and some are matte, so you might want to keep that in mind when you're purchasing kind of your protectant that you're going to be layering on. And I won't show this in the video, but I do use a matte finish Mod Podge with just a regular brush that I picked up at the dollar store, and I will gloss that over the piece when I'm done once it's dry. Usually that takes around 3 days or so when it's like finally dry, but I think it's just so important when you're planning on gifting or selling a piece to have it like with a nice finish, so it protects the artwork that you've worked so hard to put together. So here you can see I'm adding a bit of white snowflakes that you can't see very well in the video right now, but I'm gonna show you as I draw it closer to the camera. But here is my DIY Christmas ornament, the Radish Spirit and the Toy Soldier, and this is my finished piece. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and hopefully I will see you next time. And I would love to see or hear from you guys if you have any ideas for future videos. Take care and stay creative for now. See you in the next video.